Machete Kills, a cinematic disaster. It was another hopelessly mundane afternoon. Nothing could have saved me from the bleak and monotonous existence of a lazy Saturday. But then it happened. A glimmer of hope appeared before me in the form of the latest addition to the Machete franchise, Machete Kills. With stars like Danny Trejo, Sofia Vergara, and Amber Heard, the movie promised to be a bit of fun fueled with action, craziness and bloodshed galore. After all, the first Machete movie had been nothing less than a cult classic. Alas, my dreams were to be crushed beneath the sweaty and hairy boot of Machete himself. As the opening scene rolled out, I was hopeful. After all, it had a one-legged shotgun-wielding maniac shooting down a bunch of enemies. But what followed was a relentless stream of cheesy one-liners, over-the-top violence, and a streak of bad acting that can only be described as amusing at first and downright cringe-worthy later. The plot, if one can call it that, follows the story of Machete Cortez on a mission to stop an insane revolutionary from launching a missile that could potentially put the world in peril. However, the world seemed to have already been in peril with the director Robert Rodriguez at the helm. The movie felt like a parody of itself, with every desperate attempt at humor falling flat and each action sequence feeling cartoonish and ridiculous. If that wasn't enough, the film suffered from a convoluted and haphazard storyline that seemed to be pieced together by an amateur screenwriting team. Even big names like Antonio Banderas, Lady Gaga, and Mel Gibson failed to bring any semblance of depth or soul to the flick. It all reached a point where it was unclear whether the movie was a spoof or a serious action flick, as it lacked both the finesse of a clever parody and the finesse of an action thriller. All in all, Machete Kills is a perfect example of everything that is wrong with Hollywood, an attempt to milk and cash in on an already faintly amusing concept that long ago passed its expiry date. For anyone looking for a tongue-in-cheek, wacky action movie, or even just looking for a good laugh, the only kill that will be taking place is the audience's sense of taste and humor.